Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. Baker Mayfield has officially signed a 3-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and if you're a fan of quarterback drama, bold decisions, and high-stakes gambles, buckle up, because this move might just reshape the entire AFC North. After months of speculation, whispers, and relentless chatter from insiders and fans alike, the Steelers pulled the trigger on a quarterback post become one of the NFL's most polarizing figures. Mayfield, who resurrected his career in Tampa Bay last season, now walks into the storied halls of Pittsburgh, a city that breeds football, expecting him to be the next face of the franchise. The ink is dry. The gamblers been mad. And the Steelers, known for their conservative quarterback moves in recent years, are making it crystal clear, they're done waiting for a miracle under center, they're going all in on Baker. But what does this mean for the future of the team, the locker room, and the legacy of the franchise? To truly grasp the gravity of this decision, you have to understand where both sides are coming from. For the Steelers, the post-Roethlisberger era has been a painful exercise in quarterback roulette. Kenny Pickett showed flashes but never fully seized the role. Mitch Trubisky? A temporary patch. Mason Rudolph? A placeholder at best. And with each passing season, the calls from fans grew louder, more desperate, get to a real quarterback. Baker Mayfield, meanwhile, was on his own roller coaster. 11 de número 1 overall pick, led the Cleveland Browns, yes, the Browns, to a playoff win for the first time in over 2 decades. But a messy divorce with the franchise and a brief pit stop in Carolina had many writing him off. That is, until last season with the Buccaneers, where he rediscovered his confidence, his swagger, and his game. He saw the cold lead, perform under pressure, and silence critics. And now, is headed to Pittsburgh with redemption still on his mind. Mayfield brings more than just talent, he brings personality, edge, and fear. Es brash. Es loud. He plays with a chip on his shoulder the size of Heinz Field. And if there is one city in the NFL that can match that gritty, no-nonsense attitude, it's Pittsburgh. The Steelers are betting that his moxie will resonate with their fanbase and ignite a team that has hovered in mediocrity for too long. Head coach Mike Tomlin is known for managing strong personalities, and with Mayfield, he get the ultimate test. But the chemistry between them could be electric. Tomlin don't back down from challenges, and Baker thrives when he feels backed by his coach. If this marriage works, it could be special. If it don't, well, the consequences will be massive. Still, there is a certain poetic symmetry in this union. Mayfield started his career trying to dethrone Pittsburgh with the Browns, now, is donning the black and gold, trying to lead them back to glory. From a football standpoint, the fit makes sense. Pittsburgh's offensive line has improved drastically in recent years, and with weapons like George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, and Najee Harris, Mayfield walks into a situation with real firepower. What he needs now is consistency, something he lacked early in his career. The Steelers' offensive coordinator will be under pressure to build a scheme that maximizes Baker's strengths, play action passes, quick reads, and design rollouts. He's never been the prototypical pocket passer, but he brings mobility and rhythm, and they can slice up defenses. More importantly, he gives Pittsburgh something they haven't had in years, a quarterback who's not afraid to take shots downfield and command a huddle with true presence. If this offense can mesh quickly, the Steelers might finally move past the days of 17-point outings and grind-it-out slugfests. Mayfield represents a new identity, one that embraces risk, aggression, and flair. Of course, no quarterback comes without baggage, and Mayfield is no exception. His stint in Cleveland ended in controversy and finger-pointing. His time in Carolina was forgettable. Even his success in Tampa was met with skepticism. Was it real progress or just a one-year wonder? Pittsburgh is betting on the former, but the margin for error is resorting. The Steelers' defense, still anchored by stars like TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, remains championship caliber. But they need help. They can't carry the offense forever. If Mayfield struggles, the pressure will mount fast. Steelers fans are loyal, but they're also brutally honest. Baker won't get a long honeymoon period. Ella need to prove, from week 1, that is not just a flashy name or a marketing ploy. He needs to win games. He needs to outdo Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Deshaun Watson. In a division stacked with elite talent, Mayfield must rise or be left behind. The locker room dynamic will be another fascinating subplot to watch. Baker is a vocal leader, not shy about speaking his mind. But the Steelers are a team with strong internal culture and veteran voices. Cam Howard, for instance, is the kind of presence who commands respect without saying much. Can Baker find a way to lead without clashing with that established identity? If he does, this team could take on a whole new energy. If not, fractures could appear quickly. Still, teammates in Tampa praised Mayfield's work ethic and how he rallied the locker room. He's matured, learned from past mistakes, and embraced the grind. In Pittsburgh, he'll be expected to set the tone every day. The narrative is no longer about potential, it's about execution. He's not a kid anymore. He's a veteran quarterback, tasked with leading one of the league's most iconic franchises back to contention. That's a weight few can carry. But Baker? He seems eager for it. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The financial details of the contract haven't been fully disclosed yet, but early reports suggest a structure that protects the Steelers if things go south while rewarding Mayfield handsomely if he delivers. That's a classic Pittsburgh move, calculated risk, measured commitment. They're not handing him the kingdom. He has to earn it. But make no mistake, this is not a backup contract. This is not a probate deal. This is a team stacking its future on a player who has both failed and flourished in the spotlight. Mayfield will be the starting quarterback unless injury or disaster strikes. There is no ambiguity. The front office has spoken. And with the draft being done and free agency winding down, allies will now be on training camp. The quarterback competition is over before it begins. Baker Mayfield is QB1 in Pittsburgh. And that means every practice, every throw, every press conference, will be under a microscope. What makes this move even more intriguing is how it impacts the rest of the AFC North. The Ravens have Lamar Jackson, the Bengals have Joe Burrow, and the Browns, well, they chose Deshaun Watson over Baker, a move that still divides Cleveland to this day. Now, Baker has a chance at revenge twice a year. Imagine the headlines, Mayfield vs Watson, Part 2. Or Baker going toe-to-toe with Burrow in a late season showdown with playoff implications. The drama writes itself. And let's be honest, this league thrives on narratives like this. The NFL isn't just a game, it's a theater. And Baker Mayfield? Is a leading man, for better or worse. Pittsburgh just added a whole new layer of spice to the AFC North too, and for fans, that's must-watch football. Rivalries are reborn. Stakes are raised. And Baker now has a chance to author the greatest comeback arc of his career, in the shadow of the steel curtain. As training camp approaches, the buzz around Mayfield's arrival will only grow louder. The Steelers have lacked star power at quarterback for years, and while Mayfield isn't universally beloved, is undeniably compelling. Every snap attacks will be dissected. Every quote will be headline fodder. And if he starts strong, the city will rally around him like they did with Big Ben in his prime. But if he falters, the criticism will be relentless. Pittsburgh is not a market for the faint-hearted. It demands results. It demands grit. But those expectations might be exactly what Mayfield needs. He doesn't want comfort. He wants fear. And this city will give it to him in full. In a way, it's a perfect storm, two intense, passionate forces colliding at just the right moment. And if Mayfield can channel that energy into wins, Pittsburgh might finally turn the page on a frustrating chapter and write a brand new story filled with hope, swagger, and maybe, just maybe, a Lombardi chase. For now, though, all we can do is wait and watch. Baker Mayfield is officially a Steeler. And with that, the NFL offseason just got a whole lot more interesting. It's a movie that could either blow up in spectacular fashion or become one of the great redemption arcs in recent memory. Pittsburgh isn't just giving Mayfield a second chance, they're handing him the keys to a legacy-rich kingdom and daring him to rise to the occasion. Whether you love him, doubt him, or still don't know what to make of him, one thing is clear, the 2025 season just became appointment television. And every Sunday in Pittsburgh now comes with an edge, a question, and a quarterback was betting big on himself. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.